Oh my God, we're
Wow.
live. We're back. Cindy, let's get hype.
Yay.
Vince, let's get hype, y'all. Look, it's the most deaf podcast. Are you ready? Are you guys stoked? Are you guys ready for this new setup?
Yeah,
Are we feeling it, everybody?
I'm
I'm digging
feeling
it.
I am too. I'm feeling stoked. I'm feeling hyped. What episode around 18, 19?
I think so.
19?
Something. Well, because we had you and Eric do it last week, so
Oh yeah, our 8-minute episode.
that's okay.
Nice.
It came through. Well, now it's a little more loungy. This was Cindy's idea, and I think you did a great job, Cindy.
Thank you.
And I fought you on it. And
I
shouldn't
know.
have. And I shouldn't have, but I do that a lot.
You always have to listen to your wife.
You're right about that. I feel like I should have learned my lesson about that by now, but did I? Have I?
Well, we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Slowly but surely.
Well, look, we're coming up on 20 episodes. I've brought this up a lot. A lot of podcasts do not make it to 20 episodes. And we finally invested in it because Vince, through the kindness of his heart, has been letting us use his gear. So, I
You got
guess
it. You're good. You're good. Keep going.
yeah.
Keep going.
So, and then it's been time to really invest in the pod, and I think it's working out great. So that's what I'm excited about. That's what I'm thankful for this Christmas, this Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Cindy, what's new? What have we been working on? What's new with the DEFF right now?
Gosh, right now we have a good amount of things going on. We are planning a mixer at the end of February.
That's
we
right.
are solidifying our location right now, but I do believe it's going to be February 26th, which is a Thursday evening.
Very nice.
And more than likely, it's going to be here in the city of Redlands. So just keep an eye out on Instagram for any of that information.
Yes.
Also, more than likely, we will put that on our newsletter that should be coming out.
Everybody sign up for the newsletter.
Sign up for the newsletter. It should be coming out next week, I believe.
Okay.
So there's that.
Well,
Very
but
exciting.
what else have we been up to lately? I mean, there was the filmmaker meetup with our friend David Draper,
Yeah. Talked
who was
about that.
gracious enough to put that on at Pro 5 Brewery in Upland, California, which was a great hang. Everybody showed up. Everybody had a good time. Everybody brought some. We met some new friends. People didn't just kind of clump together and just stay in one place. So that was really great. I really enjoyed that.
So there's a pretty good turnout.
It was a pretty
Yeah.
good turnout, absolutely, especially for the first one, right? Like it's hard for the first one. I think David told me he's tried a few other times before, but it's like we helped put the word out, and
Yeah.
I think that helped a bit. But there was a lot of new people to us too, so
Yeah,
some
absolutely.
that definitely didn't come just from us. And I think we had a lot of fun, and we met a cosplayer, Cat's Pajamas.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl, she does Homelander in like an American Psycho. You'd love it, Vince.
Yeah, she was looking good.
Yeah.
Girl, you look good. You look good.
And she's a friend of my buddy MC Hulkster, who I've been producing some songs for.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yes.
I remember you mentioned that. Yeah.
So I've been excited. I was like, oh, you know the Hulk? Because I was like, wait, you do Homelander. I know he did like a song for you, and you guys did a music video and all this stuff. So I was like,
It's a small IE.
it is a small. And I met MC Hulkster through Chicano Hollywood Film Festival. So that's
Yeah.
Okay.
We've had
That's-
a lot of solid connections through Chicano Hollywood. I'm really excited to go this year as well.
yes.
Are you
And
going to be
there-
going, Vince?
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as I
He's with us. He's got to.
figure it out, I'll be there.
And then let's see. So we've got just our meetup thing we're working on too. We're working on some projects. We can't go too public with that, but
Yeah. Oh, let's talk about we recently helped Mariana Lapisco with one of her projects.
Perfect.
And she needed an AD, and I was like, okay, I'll AD. And not only that, we got
Damn,
Eric
brought
in
you out of
there.
retirement.
I know. Tell me about it. Stop. No, and then I also wanted to kind of throw Eric in there, and Eric's not here today
To defend himself.
to defend himself. Exactly.
no need for him to defend himself. Eric comported himself very well.
Yeah, I was really impressed, honestly, with how fast he's catching on, and he's doing great. He's going to be he is a fabulous AD. So
It's funny
Very
because
proud.
Eric's not really bossy.
he's not.
Eric's quite soft spoken, but there are ADs who can get by without screaming and shouting,
Well, he needs. He's gonna get there.
You're gonna have to say it with your chest, Eric. 5 minutes, and I mean it this time.
I know, right?
Thank you, 5. You're welcome, 5.
Always my favorite thing to say on set. It's when I'm like, oh, do you have to have this? And I'll allow it. That's my favorite thing. It's just
Yeah, and what was the project called?
this one was called
Last Chance.
Last Chance. Yeah,
Yeah, and it was starring
it was starring Brianna Navarro. Hey, Bri.
and Maya.
And Maya. I don't know her last name. Maya, girl.
I'm sorry, but Maya, she was great to meet. We enjoyed her a lot. Vince.
Oh,
Oops.
We're still
yeah,
working on
That's
it.
okay.
camera.
We'll just go between 2 and 3.
cameras need to cool off.
Yeah, that's okay. That's 6100.
But yeah, so we, as you see, we have a new setup. We went ahead and invested in some gear. And just a reminder, guys, we are fully self-funded right now. And if you'd like to leave anything to help with the cause,
Link to donate in the bio.
thank you.
That's right. And don't forget to subscribe. You're here already. You're 6 minutes in. You made it.
What are you
You're
doing
gonna have
here?
to subscribe
That's
now.
right. And Vince, you've been busy. You've been out and about.
I have been working in LA a lot.
Yeah, how's
yeah.
that going?
It's not exhausting at all.
Have you been putting in big days?
Yeah, 12 hours
Okay.
roughly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was out there 4 days last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool. Love it.
But it was a level up, I think, because it was a big brand.
Yeah, I know I signed some paperwork, but
I mean, that's
Yeah.
and I'm not getting specific, but it was a big level up for you, so that was really good. I mean, we're not under NDA, but we're also not going to talk about too much about our projects we're working on.
yeah,
Oh, hush, hush, everybody! Aren't we
I know.
Aren't we so cool?
I know.
But yeah, and there's been big news in all the film world and everything too. Sundance Film Festival just happened, which is now, was it?
Last year,
This
that
is
was the
last
last year
year.
in Utah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's moving to
Colorado.
Colorado, yeah.
Yeah,
Park City, I think.
I think so.
That's
Yeah.
closer to us, right?
No,
No.
it's just
Wait.
it's all far.
It's
No.
it's just a bigger like venue or bigger as in more people can fit there now. Like
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
hotels, more all that.
Yeah,
fun
exactly.
Stuff.
It was, it
Moved
was
it
in
to
Park
a-
City, Utah. Now it's moving somewhere
Yeah,
else.
they're
I don't
moving
know.
it to a bigger location for venue, should we say?
I guess Colorado is the place for film festivals. Like Vail is a big one, and Aspen, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
I want to go to Colorado. It looks so beautiful.
I want to go there because we have a film showing and a festival out there. That'd be great. That'd be a good reason to go.
Yeah, that would be a good reason.
Well, we gotta film something new.
We do.
We've been working on other people's stuff. We gotta make some of our own now because we just got a new camera. Woo woo.
Ooh.
The new Nikon ZR, which we're
ZR.
using for its stated purpose of being a podcast camera.
That's this camera right now.
Yes. So hey. But I was shopping for cameras for months and months and months.
You had really bad, like you really wanted to pull the trigger, really, like, and I'm just like, okay, well, which one do you want? And I felt like there was a few contenders. Why did you choose this particular Nikon?
Nikon.
Yeah.
I think there's probably 4 or 5 good reasons. The first one's the price. I think for $2,200
It's not shabby.
body only, it's very hard to beat.
Mm-hmm.
Second is the red raw codec that it has on there, which we've talked about red nonstop, once per episode. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna commit to that. And then third is the Z mount, which I thought was because Z mount is like the most adaptable lens mount, and I was like, well. I can get into a new camera and not have to throw away all my Sony lenses, which we only have like 2 or 3. No, we have like 5. Because we have the 3 anamorphics and then we have our 2 kit lenses.
Right,
And I was
right.
like, I don't want to like have to start getting into a whole other thing.
That's fair.
And then I just thought too, the 32-bit audio is kind of an overlooked thing. But
Yeah,
also-
I noticed that when I was going through the settings. Like, oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Cool. All
which
right.
is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So I definitely was like, it seemed like there was just a lot packed into a very inexpensive camera, and it's a cine camera like it's like an FX3, FX30, what have you, but it's a lot cheaper than FX3 and does the 6K 60 frames per second. It does 4K 120 with like almost no crop, like 1.1.
Yeah.
Where the FX3 will do it 4K 120 at like 1.5 times crop, you know. So and the screen is awesome, and it's very small. It's not
Compact.
it's very compact. It's not too light either. Like I thought it was going to be kind of like flimsy, but no, it feels nice. I mean, we've got it kitted out and caged up and everything now, but it was just like I had gone.
I was gonna say it takes really good pictures too.
It does take
I
really
noticed
good.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was those shots that you did a little. The shots that you did a little earlier looked really good.
Well, I'm glad that you used it for photos because I've just been like video mode and just like trying like, okay, how does it look in 6K? How does it look in 4K at 120? Because I was doing some more boxing footage stuff and working on social media for my boxing gym. For Romero's boxing, if everybody wants to get boxing, start learning how to throw them things, you got to go to Romero's boxing.
That's right.
And
Shout
that
out.
was that was a big shout out. And that's where Last Chance was filmed.
That's right. So thank you again to
Romero's
Boxing for allowing us to use that space again. That was awesome.
Because we also used them for Babyface.
That's right.
So they doubled for a pro wrestling
Yeah,
spot.
for 48.
Yeah. So it's been great. And so I'm really excited to kind of toy around with all the raw files and stuff. It's funny because I had really been thinking of like a Komodo 6K, because used ones are not terribly expensive.
Right.
But I also was like, I don't really want to get into RF mount or EF mount, which EF's fine. Like they're actually surprised at how inexpensive a lot of EF mount lenses are. Like $100-$200, you know. It's pretty crazy.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. But I was like, no. And then the CF Express Type A media, I was like, I don't want to get in that. Like, nobody's going to use that anymore going forward with an old Komodo, you know? So I was just like, okay, if I get this, I can get CF Express B cards. Those can be used in other cameras.
Right.
And it's a good thing. But the funny thing is with the Nikon Red stuff, the RAW, they're really, really big file sizes, right? And actually, with like Red, you have like the different levels of raw compressed files you can have, which is like HQ down to ELQ. And ELQ looks amazing, and it's like very, very small files. Well, maybe not very, very small, but much more manageable. And this is like, no, it's only going to be in an equivalent of Red, like HQ type stuff. So it's big on storage. I think the 1 terabyte card I had will record 6K files for like a half hour.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
So it's no joke. And I always like, I think about how nowadays with cameras, like everything is like, oh, cinema camera, Sony cinema camera, Nikon cinema camera, Fuji, all of them. And I'm like, they're video cameras. Like that's what it really is. Like it's just whether or not you decide to use them.
I mean,
for what you call
anything can be
cinema.
a cinema camera if you know how to use it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah. So I think that's like the marketing thing, because the growth in the industry is like filmmakers. Cinema.
Yeah.
Quality.
I'm a cinematographer.
This is cinema.
So, but I felt really great being able to buy that. And two, you'll notice we're not going to be bumping the table, and you're not going to hear a
A bunch of noise.
whole bunch of noise, because we finally got these boom arms that I'm so excited about.
Yeah, we are still gonna upgrade a little cheap table here, but that should be coming pretty soon here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I dig the new. This is something I've had in my head since the beginning, and I don't think I've been able to really
Articulate.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
always my problem. I need to figure out how to articulate better.
And big shout out, Vince, for helping us put up all
Yeah.
these acoustic panels back here.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everybody's used to the other wall back there that you can't see, but you know, we put some designs and stuff. We thought about
And then I made this I don't know, what do you call it? Stencil?
the Cucaloris.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
That is a
Cookie
cookie.
Lorax?
A cookie, yeah.
Yeah. You made that
I
cookie
was
back there.
very
which is
proud
sweet.
of my cookie.
It's pretty awesome.
So
We really leveled up the game.
yeah, we're
Good job,
trying,
everybody.
dude. We're trying.
Good job, Team Def.
Team 1, 2, 3.
Well, I'm sorry Eric couldn't be here, though.
He's gonna be very excited to come in here, though.
He is. I know, and I'm excited for him to come and see this too.
Yeah.
Well, he'll have to be pulling clips out of this too, so so he'll get to see it up in here.
Yeah, I was gonna say too. I want to talk about some recent movies that I've watched.
Good.
We recently watched Hard Boiled in the theater,
Oh my god.
which was, man, action packed. I was like, "There's no way this is still going." Like, the action sequences are so long.
It is not short for an action movie either. Like just straight gunplay, like nonstop. Like it's like 2.5, like 2 hours 15, almost 2.5 hours.
That's a lot. For
It's
Yeah.
a
action,
lot.
yeah.
Well, and there's like probably 3 or 4 really big action set pieces that tent pole the whole movie, and each one is like more intense and over the top than the last because it starts in like the tea house where everybody has like these birds in like bird cages, and there's like the warehouse shootout.
It reminded me of the Tiki Room.
Oh my god! Yeah, we went to Disneyland recently. We went to the Enchanted Tiki Room for the first time.
Yeah.
Have you been to that?
No,
Oh, okay.
not the tiki room.
Yeah, we've never been in there, and then we just went to hang out for a few hours,
Yeah.
and we were like, you know what? It's starting like in 5-10 minutes or something like that, and there wasn't like a ton of people, so we're like, you know what? Let's just see what this is about. And it's really cute. It's a whole bunch of animatronics, a lot of birds and like plants and stuff like that, and they do a whole bunch of little songs. And I was like, wow,
It's a whole little puppet animatronic song and dance routine. I mean, I guess you're not supposed to spoil it, but
oh yeah, sorry, spoilers.
but
I
it's
mean,
all
I've been to the Rainforest Cafe.
Hey, we've got the last one
in Ontario,
in Ontario.
California. That's right.
Yeah.
It's hanging on by a thread.
I know. I'm
Or
gonna be so
rainforest.
sad when that one goes. I feel like it's gonna eventually. I don't know.
Well, talking about stuff that's leaving and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about the news we heard today.
That Look Cinema in Redlands, which was an independent film theater. It's unfortunately just shut down. Kind of no. I guess no one said anything. There was
Very sudden.
It was very
Yeah.
very sudden because there's people who were like, oh yeah, like I went this weekend or. Because when I looked online, like they still had some screenings, and then like within like an hour or something, they just
Took 'em off.
Oh.
But they had
Dang.
screenings for this coming week.
Yeah.
So it's very unfortunate. I know it needed some work to be done, so maybe they just couldn't keep up. And I know the pandemic really impacted them.
I
as
think it's a lot
impacted-
of the $5 Tuesdays.
Mhm.
That
Kept going.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they kept going with these every Tuesday $5. And I think that's like the busiest day that they would have, anyways.
right.
You know.
Well, that reminds me of the Indio Metro 8 cinema,
Oh,
which had
rest in
$5
peace.
$5 Wednesdays.
Sundays.
$5
It was
Sundays.
Sundays.
And that kept that theater alive for a really long time.
Yeah,
That was the Hood Theater.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
That was some of our first dates.
Oh, we
at
did.
the Metro 8. It
Do you
was-
remember the first movie we watched together, Case?
The Crazies.
Yeah, we watched
The Crazies.
2012's The Crazies. Oh,
Aww.
dang. That's going. Now that it's 2026,
That's
like, oh my God, 14 years.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched Hard Boiled. That was amazing. And like I'd watched it at home on DVD and stuff like that. But yeah, it was worth seeing in the theater. I was like, because that's like one of the things I think that theaters are really getting into is like, there's not really much worth seeing in a theater that's new nowadays. So it's like, why don't we bring something, do a revival of something? Because this was done by like Shout Factory, who do like all the rescanned special edition Blu-rays and DVDs of stuff, like limited run stuff. You know, like they did a whole big thing of all John Carpenter's stuff, 4K re-releases, rescans, and all that. So this was super cool. The other cool thing was seeing a little interview with John Woo afterwards.
Oh, yeah. That was quite a treat, I would say.
Yeah, because I didn't know what like his story was with why he made this movie. And if y'all don't know Hard Boiled, it's like just Hard Boiled Detective. He was like, I want to make Hong Kong Dirty Harry, basically. Which is kind of what it is, you know. And it's just Chow Yun-Fat just kicking ass for 2 hours. And Tony Leung is in it,
And
too.
there was babies. There was a
my
whole bunch of
God.
babies. That was stressing me out.
Dude, they save a whole maternity ward. Like there's a terrorist gun runner guy who takes a hospital like puts it under siege, and then they have like the entire maternity ward. He starts setting it on fire, and then Chow Yun Fat is like holding the baby and fucking shotgunning people. Dude, like all the shotgun play in that movie,
It was insane.
it was just shoddy too hotty because it's like, oh my God. Oh, it's so good. I want to watch it again. So we got to watch The Killer.
The Killer.
I think I showed you. Have you watched The Killer before, Vince?
The Killer. Remind me about the Killer.
That's another John Woo, Hong Kong shoot 'em up action movie.
Maybe if I have, it's been a while.
The Killer I like a lot. Like I kind of rate that a tiny bit higher than Hard Boiled because it's only an hour and a half, and it's like just it's perfect all the way through. We just love Hong Kong cinema too.
Yeah.
Wong Kar Wai. I think what we gotta do next is get on like a Wong Kar Wai kick for the channel here. I think that would be a good idea. If all of us could sit down and be like, oh, here's Fallen Angels, here's Chungking Express, here's
In the Mood for Love. Wait.
Yeah.
That one always gets me. That one, I remember the first time I watched it, I like bawled. Like it came from deep within.
You had to watch it for film class. And you had to watch some intense ones for film class.
Yeah, I did.
That one and A Woman Under the Influence were hard watches for you.
Yeah.
Both of those hit home in a big way.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is the power of movies.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, it was Sundance. And then here's one of the big news things I saw because I'm subscribed to Short of the Week's newsletter. And they wrote a little thing about this in their email newsletter. That, Sundance Institute came out in favor of AI in filmmaking.
That's wild.
Yeah, it is. Well, I guess it's one of those things of like the genie is out of the lamp and the toothpaste is out of the tube. So either you try to get your hands around this thing and be involved, or what do you do? Like,
it's the whole embrace it now. Before,
I guess so, because the way the government works is that it's very pro AI with like the Stargate program. So yeah, it's like you're not going to be able to testify in front of Congress to be like, yeah, pull the plug on this AI thing because we want to make movies.
Yeah.
The hard way.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think too is that older people, especially the people in government, don't really understand AI. They think it can do everything.
Oh God. Yeah, they want to replace things a little too prematurely, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of companies, I think, they immediately almost replace. But there's so many things that require some nuance, some kind of situations that you're like, okay, well, because of X, Y, and Z, there should be certain exceptions or this or that, which, can be really dangerous when it comes to like healthcare claims and this and that, right?
Well, I think the thing is too is that it's like what's the boundaries on what you use it for? Because it's been very helpful to us in organizing our thoughts and kind of making a plan, especially for the deaf and everything like that. And yeah, like it's been extremely helpful for you. Like
absolutely.
It's helped you like organize your thoughts and make action plans and stuff and see things through really well.
Yeah.
But would you want to use it to make music to put into a film, or would you want to use it to make special effects more accessible to you?
Well, I think it's really good when it comes to things that are high risk. So if it helps with safety, I think that's a really good way to use it. Like explosions and this and that, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's helpful in those instances as far as filmmaking,
Yeah.
Because obviously it's like you can't be destroying like cars every
Right. We
can't.
Especially as independent filmmakers. We're limited to a lot of things, right? So there's that. I think that's when it's most useful.
As long as you use it as a tool, like
It's
tool,
not-
just like you use a hammer.
Yeah.
You don't
Not a
use a hammer.
crutch.
The hammer doesn't build the house for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
You use the hammer as a tool. Same thing you could use with the AI. At least in my opinion. Not make it do your work.
Yeah.
It's funny you're talking about like crashing cars and stuff like that. Expensive stunts and things.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you watched One Battle After Another, right, Vince?
Yeah.
Did you notice they only used cheap, crappy cars in
Of
the
course,
movie?
yeah.
Just so that it wouldn't cost them a lot, but then it ended up kind of telling you something about the world it took place in, because they're like, oh, it's 16 years in the future, but they had a little line of dialogue that was like, well, not much changed in 16 years. And
Right,
so
right.
people are just driving like crappy Ricer Hondas, and the only people with like a nice Tahoe or something are the ICE government
Whatever,
standing
yeah.
police people.
Government.
Yeah.
The government.
Government. So speaking of movies we just saw, Vince, you just saw
Send help.
which also, didn't that have a little AI kerfuffle to it? Or am I thinking of something else?
I think what you watched on it
Okay.
is that that episode of that show was talking about AI.
But it was talking about a different
different thing.
Yeah, okay. That's
Obviously,
what it
like
was.
they used a lot of CGI.
Yeah.
You know, but no, I think this. I didn't see anything. You know,
Nothing AI-ish.
yeah.
What would you think of? Well, you were telling me about it, but I want you to tell them about
Tell the world.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I went in blind and came out very satisfied at the end of the movie. I didn't expect. I didn't even know that it was out, like, or anything about it. Again, just walked in blind.
I didn't even hear. I hadn't even heard of the title of this movie
Right.
when you were telling me about it through text message the other day.
And then I saw, like, during the credits, there's a Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell? Like, I didn't even know he was doing something else.
Still working.
Yeah.
Well, two, it's like he did Doctor Strange 2 a couple of years ago, which I wasn't crazy about, but it also just didn't really feel like a Sam Raimi movie.
Right.
There's a couple of shots and a couple of things, and I was like, oh, that's him. But because so much of those films are done in pre-visualization and stuff, so it's like when a director comes on, they don't even have much they can do with it.
Right.
But like you would think a director like him, like Sam Raimi, would be like, okay, I know how to do this superhero thing. Like I started the whole genre with Superman, or
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Thank you. And
That
he's
one
like,
too.
I know, it's like, I'll take this. I won't go too crazy about trying to make it my film because there's only so much I can do. And I'll take the money and get my name back out there. And then he comes back like 3-4 years later and does Send Help. Which is like, not that it's not a worthy movie, but like I would think that they would want to like, oh, now I get to go big and I do one for them, now I do one for me kind of thing.
Right.
But this one was like very restrained, like kind of a smaller, contained film.
I don't think there was a marketing for
Budget?
this budget for this
At
because
all.
I didn't know anything about it till
Yeah.
I decided. I wrapped early on one of those days. I was out in LA, and I was like, I'm gonna go watch a movie, and I saw Send Help, so I watched like the trailer. I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah.
The trailer does no justice for the movie because it's like, yeah, it kind of does like a 180 halfway through.
Ooh.
Yeah, because typically you think Rachel McAdams, she's gonna be in a rom-com, whatever you want to,
Or drama or something.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And this totally.
Oh, this is like okay. Now I know which movie you're talking about with Rachel McAdams. It was like she's kind of they get lost, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere?
They're stranded.
They're stranded somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, they get stranded. Her and her boss that they don't like each other.
Yeah. Right.
And not spoil anything because this is in the trailer. She's into like Survivor, the TV show, so
Yes.
she like trained for a long time how to survive out by herself.
Yeah.
And this guy is relying on her to survive, and
Yeah.
then.
And he's not pulling his
stuff
weight,
happens.
and he's like just being a shit to her, basically. And
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
No, I remember watching that, and I'm just like, I did not know how I felt about it. I'm just like, is this going to be like a hit or miss? You know what I mean?
It's from the reviews that I've watched after. People seem to like it. I watched it in 3D.
Whoa.
And there were definitely moments that I was like, oh crap, like it threw me for a loop. For
I
sure.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. You were telling me about it, and you're like, it's really good. You should go see it. I'm like, I don't know. Because I talked to you about Red Eye.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Rachel McAdams and something bad happens to her on a plane again. I was like, but this one doesn't have Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
But I was like, but yeah. And I watched a video. I watched Red Letter Media talk about it. I was like, oh man, like, okay, I better check this out. Like,
Yeah.
And then 2, because you didn't even tell me it was a Sam Raimi movie.
Dude, I totally it just spaced out because I was still in the moment of, dude, this is a really good movie.
Yeah.
And then when I watched that podcast you showed me,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's right, Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
And I saw that, but it didn't register. I'm like, I'm really enjoying this movie anyways.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then that's the sign for everybody out there. Go see this movie. Oh my God. And speaking of theaters closing down, so we're talking about Look Theater, which is a local, very small theater chain.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's only like a handful of them across.
Yeah, I don't know
There's
off
a
the top
few
of
of
my
them,
head, but
yeah.
yeah.
Across Southern California, I think. But I just saw a thing today that 50% of U.S. counties no longer have a movie theater.
Whoa, that's insane.
That's crazy.
Which, can you imagine? Like,
No.
And I wonder if that's like how much that's changed in the last 6 years.
It's like nationwide.
50% of counties in the United States.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Now I'm sure Alaska, that's probably like more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
there's
Alaska is the whole county.
A lot of counties in Alaska. But yeah, which is so hard to believe. Like, and I mean, that's not just like only in the Midwest. Like, the map is like everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my God, like, what are we doing trying to make movies for a living?
I know. Well, I was gonna say on a good note though, have you guys heard of the Iron Lung film?
The Iron Lung?
Mm-hmm.
That
No.
sounds familiar.
Okay, so apparently it's made a good amount of money in the box office. I think it hit like 20 million, and it was like like a $3 million movie. So like opening weekend it'd be like 22 million or something like that.
Great.
Okay.
It's an independent film, by a YouTuber.
Oh, is this Markiplier?
Is it? I don't know. I had to look it up. I should
Look it up.
I should have looked this up before I started talking about
No,
it.
it's okay.
I'm just like.
Well, okay, I'll jump off on that while you're looking it up. But yeah, like I was reading another article about like, oh, the YouTuber Markiplier did a theatrical release of something, or did
Yes, that's it.
Okay, the Iron Lung, yeah. Because there was also another YouTuber who made a film with it was called something Oaks. Fair Oaks, I think it was called. That was last year, and it didn't do quite so well. And oh yeah, that was Chris Stuckman's film, who's been like a movie critic, YouTuber type guy for years and years and years. But yeah, so it's like now Markiplier is getting in on the action, and it's like he made like the most money in theaters like this past week. So it's just like, yeah, it's not studio people. It's not like it's going to have to go back down in scale to like people making smaller movies that are just going to make a decent return. Like you can't, they got spoiled with the whole Marvel Star Wars kind of thing of like, we'll spend 300 million so that we can make 1.2 billion.
Right.
Even Avatar 3 it's only made like, last I checked, this is out of date, like 1.3 billion. Only 1.3 billion. Which
I think he wanted more.
Yeah.
So he can make another one.
Yeah.
But I'm okay if they leave it like that.
Yeah. I think they're greenlit for the next one. So it's like,
I'm sure.
yeah.
But I mean, I know this one, they scaled it back, right? Like it costs a lot less.
Well, I think it's just that
Technology.
all the investment had already been put into it.
Mm-hmm.
Two, it's like the last movie was like the water was like the thing that made it cost a lot, and they'd already spent all that money on the water tech. And this movie still took place a lot in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole last act is just like a sea battle thing.
Right.
Even though the movie's called Fire and Ash, I thought there's going to be like volcanoes.
I thought there was going to be way more fire.
Yeah, there was not. I thought too, it was like the chick is like a pyro or something like that.
Right.
Not exactly.
No, not quite, but that's okay.
But it was the most enjoyable of the Avatar movies, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. They get the bad guy doing peyote and hanging out. There was a very Joker, Harley Quinn kind of thing, which I thought was cool.
Relationship, yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Besides that.
Well, we've had a long day.
Yeah.
We've been setting up this studio.
For hours now.
For hours and hours and hours.
Thank you, Vince.
Yeah, Vince, you got here at like 1:30.
MVP.
Like 1.
And it's like 10 something.
Yeah,
11:30.
It's 11:30 and you got work tomorrow. So.
Yeah.
So I think let's wrap it up here. But we made our half hour minimum. So, and we'll be able to at least keep up on our weekly schedule now. So
Exactly. So make sure everybody like this video, comment, subscribe,
Share.
donate.
everything.
Donate, please.
All of it
Follow
please,
us on
all.
Instagram.
please donate.
Please give us some money. We're broke.
Just
We're
do
going
more
broke.
for us. All right, everybody. I'm
Please.
busting my hump out here for y'all.
We're trying. We're trying to do it for the greater good of, for independent filmmakers out in the IE, guys. Because we love you guys. We believe in the IE. Can't spell believe without IE.
That's so true.
There you
We
go.
also can't spell thief, but All right, guys.
All right, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.